Welcome to the gateway to the West, St. Louis, Missouri. MLB Network is live from Busch Stadium. Game 1 here in the month of May between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the St. Louis Cardinals. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Lance Lynn will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last outing, only allowing 1 run. If he brings that kind of stuff to the ballpark, he has a chance to pitch another gem in this one.
Into the box now, Christian Brummett. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Pittsburgh, center fielder, Christian Brummett.
Here's the first pitch to him. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, this is the perfect guy to have on the mound. A veteran, not going to let the moment get too big for him. Completely understands what's being asked of him. They've been losing lately. That can't be denied. But this is the perfect guy, right spot. Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
In now, Randy Wiggins. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Lynn, a native of Indiana, the Hoosier State. He was a first-round pick during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And a throw over by Ozzy's in time, 1 away. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. D-Row, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average. What that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
Here comes the first pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
What good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
Hit on the ground for the Wizard. It's short. He's right there. Throw goes to third.
Batting fourth, catcher, Edward Arnold.
Coming to the plate now, Edward Arnold, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
Now the 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
Breaking ball in for a strike. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Well, Giro, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
Two balls and 2 strikes the count to the Pirates catcher.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Now the 3-2 pitch. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
I'll tell you, he's looked unsteady out there since the first pitch he threw. A couple of hits and a free pass, so he's really searching for an answer to get back on track. We'll see if he can settle down here.
Up next for the Buccos, Owen Christian, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes ball 1. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone, but if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Owen Christian, the second out of the opening frame. Stepping in now, Scott Gifford, as he swings and lifts a pop-up out behind short. Smith is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Pirates leave them loaded. And now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Jody Christian starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Now to the plate, Mark McGuire. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
The 1-2. Fouled off.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Here's another 1-2. Got him. The slurve that time, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, they need Matt Carpenter to get back on track. Looking at the last game, it was 0 for 3, but it was the way he went about that 0 for 3. He didn't look very aggressive, and actually he looked kind of lost to me. I'm wanting to see a different player in that batter's box today.
And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. First offering on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit in the air out to center field. Wiggins takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Batting third, the shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Ozzie Smith. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. 2 out, nobody on. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Boy, that's a great take right there. He might have been frozen by that pitch, but it missed by just enough to give him life in this AB.
The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. The next 1-2 pitch. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. We are still scoreless. At the plate, Curtis Wiggins. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Curtis Wiggins.
Here's the first pitch to him. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Hit on the ground out to short. Smith is up with it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And we have to focus on Matt Carpenter right here. This guy bounces around, can play a number of different positions, and has a good enough arm to play them all and play them all at a high level.
Set to get his day started, Bart Wiggins, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
1 out, nobody on. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Line drive to left. In for a look is Borges, but this gets down, a base hit.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you could say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed. Strike one. Wiggins, base runner at first with one out. Pitch out, nothing doing. Now the 2-1. Weak chopper up the line. Reined in. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take his sure out.
Center fielder number 27, Christian Brummett.
Ready for another chance. Christian Brummett. He reached on a single in his first try. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drilled on the ground to short. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And now he has some trouble with it in left. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. One in the inning for the Pirates on a couple of hits. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Bucks out in front, 1-0. Leading off the inning, Rick Armstrong, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Rick Armstrong.
First pitch of the at-bat. A high fastball is in there.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball one.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Time for a look at the Buccos on page. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play D. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this one.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Lou Brock, comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. First pitch on its way. Popped him up. Wiggins ranging into the outfield. 2 down.
Batting sixth, center fielder, Steve Finley.
Striding into the box, Steve Finley. He was hitless in the shutout last night. First offering on its way. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2 balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder. This is pulled into right. Clemente is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. It remains 1-0. Aerial view there of St. Louis from high above the Mississippi River as we welcome you back to baseball on MLB Network. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Randy Wiggins. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball one. The 1-0. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
The MO of this pitcher in the early going is certainly establishing the inside part of the plate. He has been dominant. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat if a guy can effectively, consistently pitch inside like he is.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Into the box, Roberto Clemente. And he fouls this one off. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
Into the box now, Edward Arnold. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. It's 1-2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Back with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as the TCU product. The left-handed hitting Matt Carpenter is the first to bat in the inning. Here comes the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Liner toward right center. Clemente moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
In now, Ricky Camp. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Just missed with a breaking ball. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Batting 9th, pitcher, Lance Lynn.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Lance Lynn. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
First delivery to him on the way. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide at first. To the left side, but it's well foul. Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They trail this one 1-0. Digging in for his second at bat, Owen Christian. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Christian.
First pitch of the at bat on its way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. With that, the Buccos have their leadoff man aboard to kick off the inning.
The left fielder, number 10, Scott Gifford.
Now at the plate, Scott Gifford. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2.
When I see guys check swinging, they're not seeing the baseball. They're not picking it up. You got to take a step back. The only thing you tell yourself in this situation is do not move your head.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Now batting.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
Stepping in now, Curtis Wiggins. As he'll take a look at a slider in the dirt, and it's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses. Fouled away. Now the 2-1 pitch is taken, ball 3.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Hit hard up, and this is off the second base bag. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Now batting, first baseman, Mark Wiggins.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Bart Wiggins. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Wiggins is a first baseman, of course, but he can also be found in the outfield, as is the case in this one.
Well, we know he's got some of the softest hands in the game, the way he's able to pick and help out his infielders. But one thing at first base that doesn't get tested a lot outside of the 3-6-3 double play is a throwing one. We know we've heard it strong, but to go over to third base, I'm going to have my eyes locked in.
Finally, they show some signs of life. These guys have been swinging the bats like they're underwater or something. Got a single and a double, and now they've got runners on second and third. We'll see if they can cash them in.
Into the box, Jody Christian, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Trying to cash in here on this two-out rally. A couple of men in scoring position with two away. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Wiggins at third. Wiggins at second with two gone. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. The 2-2. Missed with a breaking ball.
He really needs to find a pitch to put this guy away with right here, right now. He can't allow this inning to get any worse than it's already become.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And he misses here, ball four. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Christian Brummett, one of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with two away. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a curveball right on the corner.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Brock moves over. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Pirates leave him loaded, but they lead it 1-0. Striding in once again, Mark McGuire back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And that pitch catches the inside corner. Boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first down.
The left fielder, number 8, Peter Orta.
Now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Here's Peter Borges standing in as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. Brummett is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
Riding in, Ozzie Smith. First time up, he went down looking. Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Brummett has it in his tracks, and that's the third out. Down in order go the Cardinals. They still trail 1-0. Ready for another shot now. Randy Wiggins.
Second baseman, Randy Wiggins.
First pitch on its way. And he just misses with a curveball. This year against right-handed pitching, Wiggins is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball play.
21, Roberto Clemente.
Digging in once again, Roberto Clemente. Here comes the first pitch. And a ball 1-0. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. 3-1 now.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And there's out number 2.
Now batting, captain Edward Arno.
Digging in to try it again, Edward Arnold. Now here it comes. Well, trying to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Home half of the 5th coming up. Pittsburgh leads this one 1-0. Now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Rick Armstrong, leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy in the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him, and the Redbirds are even now at 1 run apiece.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Standing in now, Lou Brock will swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Oh and 1, here it comes. This one is smashed down the right field line. That's going to stay fair, and it's going to be back-to-back home runs. A solo shot down the line in right. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Cardinals take a 2-1 lead.
Wow, back-to-back to start the inning. Talk about putting a pitcher on notice. On the mound, you almost have to completely forget about those and try to convince yourself you're starting the inning over fresh. No one on, no one out.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Finley.
In now, Steve Finley. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. The pitch. A fastball right over the outside corner. Here's the 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Got him. The slurve that time, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Third baseman number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Now at the plate, Matt Carpenter hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors so far for the Redbirds. The 1-2. Gets him looking, strike 3.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Stepping in now, Ricky Camp. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. Gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. Second home run early in the year, and it gives the Cardinals a 3-1 lead. Now that ball was an absolute tape measure blast. Probably one of the farthest home runs you'll see all season, and as ShowTrack tells us, it was projected at exactly 450 feet. That's one that'll make the highlight shows later on for sure. Into the box now, Lance Lynn. He gets it a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
The way he's been able to command his fastball those first 2 pitches, don't be shocked if he goes back in there again or goes up under his chin or nasty slider down and away. He has opened up his full arsenal.
Here's the pitch. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
The 1-2. Missed with a breaking ball.
Now for 4 innings, he was great. But here in the 5th, he looks like a completely different guy out there. That happens a lot when a pitcher is facing batters for the 2nd or 3rd time in a game.
This one's down to 3rd. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the 3rd out. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Pirates 1. leading off the inning, Owen Christian, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Scott Gifford.
Digging in to try it again, Scott Gifford. First delivery to him on the way. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll reach second now with one away. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Into the box, Curtis Wiggins. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. From the stretch. A ball and 2 strikes. Hit in the air out to center field. Finley is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
First baseman number 19, Bart Wiggins.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Bart Wiggins. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Gifford stands at second with 2 gone. Here now the 2-2.
That was definitely a 2-strike curveball there. The catcher turns his glove over and tries to make himself big to block it, but with no luck. The ball skips away, and it scored a wild pitch.
From the stretch. Hit out towards second. Camp fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Pittsburgh. They still trail it here 3-1. And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Mark McGwire.
Mark McGwire.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Here's the 0-1. A little bouncer that winds up foul for the second strike. gets fouled. The 0-2 once more. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. What happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
In now, Peter Borges. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
The second this thing got past the outfielder, you knew it was at least a double, possibly a triple. But he turns on the afterburners and is safely into third.
Digging in once again, Ozzie Smith. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Smith is carrying a slugging percentage under .350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. The 0-1 delivery. Grounder down the line at third. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Rick Armstrong will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. So 1-1 home. Hit on the ground out to short. Wiggins comes up with it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we'll have it for you next on MLB Network. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. 7th inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here. Leo Hernandez is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Leo Hernandez.
Angel Vargas is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Angel Vargas.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Into right field, that's a base hit.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Standing in now, Christian Brummett. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Randy Wiggins.
Ready for another chance, Randy Wiggins. First pitch on its way. Drilled to first. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. And the run will score from second as it's back to just a 2-run ball game now.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Your attention, please.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter.
Freeman.
And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Now a snap throw to first. Just keeping him float. Into the box now, Roberto Clemente. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw to first in time, but the safety squeeze there gets him a run.
Wow, a perfectly executed safety squeeze right there, and that's such a tough play to defend when it's done right. It can be risky, of course, but not as much as the suicide squeeze. Good call from the dugout on that one.
Seth Maness takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
Edward Arnold will be his first assignment down to the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and 1 away. A shot down the first baseline. And that's by him down the line in right field toward the corner. Throwing to second. And they will tag him out between first and second.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Owen Christian. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on 4 hits here. No errors and no one left. On to the bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch here in St. Louis. And we are tied 4-4. Elmer Christian gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Elmer Christian.
Digging in and looking for more, Lou Brock.
For St. Louis. Right fielder.
And now the 3rd baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt.
That last at-bat, that showed me something. It's not that easy to hit a changeup over 400+ feet out of the ballpark. So this guy gets some good extension, strong wrist, and this guy's got some terrific bat speed.
Now the 1-0. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He's around first, heading for two. Arms pumping, he's hustling for third. And he will make it in safely. He's in at third as the go-ahead run.
That's his fourth triple of the year, so he's used to this. He rounded first, eyeing the ball, and he knew he was going for three. Great hustle and a great piece of hitting.
Into the box, Steve Finley. Now a bunt attempt here. And they'll put the tag on him for the out, but he'll at least get an RBI out of it. Something you don't see all that often anymore, as the runner was breaking from third. The perfect suicide squeeze gets him a run. Here's Matt Carpenter. As he'll take strike one on the inside corner. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Rounded weakly to the right side. Wiggins charging this one, and there are two away now.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Ricky Camp. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 0-1 the count. Now a swing and a fly ball. And foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. The 1-2. Sliced hard on the ground. Fielded cleanly. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. So 1 run here, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. 8th inning coming up. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Buccos 4. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Manny Bland will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Number 91 will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 21, Colton Wong.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Brock moves over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now
a look there at our line score as we play the 8th inning here at Busch. Cardinals out in front as they look to try and hang on in front of the home crowd. Striding in once again, Curtis Wiggins. First pitch of the at-bat. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Hit hard to the right side. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And there's your tying run at second base with a 1-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
In now, Bart Wiggins. Line hard toward right center. Brock will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2.
Now batting, pitcher, Elmer Christian.
Christopher Wiggins will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 17, Christopher Wiggins.
Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. So far this season, Wiggins is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. Wiggins at second with 2 down. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Taking all the way that time. It's 3-1. And he lays off, ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Christian Brummett, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
The 1-0 home is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Now the 2-0. Popped him up. Armstrong over to his left. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. Pirates strand a couple, and the deficit holds at 5-4. Jamie Fletcher will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his third game this season.
Jamie Fletcher.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Mark McGuire. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. Into the second deck and gone. Solo shot here to left. Fourth home run here in the early going, and it's now 6-4. Ball is playing in this one. That was the fourth blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan, D-Row, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting that night. But a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
1-1 the count. Here's the 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
The 1-2. He's outside for a ball. Here now the 2-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
The batter, number 1, shortstop.
Ready for another shot now. Ozzie Smith. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. The 1-0 home. A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. 1-1. Line toward right center. Brummett is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. One for the Cardinals in the inning on the solo home run. Last chance coming up for the Pirates. It's a 2-run lead now. It's 6-4. Mike Stewart comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Mike Stewart.
Kicking off the top of the ninth, Randy Wiggins. They'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Standing in now, Roberto Clemente. Bouncer up the middle. Wong is there, and he'll get the fielder's choice play at second, but that's all. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
The batter, catcher, Edward Arnold.
Ready once again, Edward Arnold. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses, ball 1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
And it's fouled away. Now a throw over, and he'll be back in standing up. Clemente leads off first with 1 away. He's running. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. He's running again. In there, now the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
I like the aggressiveness with 2 strikes to put the runner in motion. Sometimes that can backfire, and it can turn into one of those strike him out, throw him out double plays, but he was able to get there safely at second.
Stepping in now, Owen Christian. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2.
Man, he certainly got him protecting the plate right there. He almost got him to go around on that slider right there. I would not be surprised if he goes fishing a little bit further outside.
3-0 to him now. Scott Gifford would be next. The 3-0 pitch. It's a swinging strike on the fastball.
This is where, if you're the batter, 1 pitch, 1 spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
Swing, strike 2. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. A bouncer to the left side, and that's through. A base hit. And that's going to bring in the run from second to make this a 1-run game now.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, two-hard RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Into the box, Scott Gifford fouled off. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Set to deliver the 0-1. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game. Now, the problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Ground ball left side. Carpenter is there. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
A one-run game, 6-5 the final today. St. Louis jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Seth Maness claims the win out of the pen, his first. Mike Stewart wraps it up for the save, his second. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
Our final lines for this afternoon. First, for the victorious St.